Nollywood at its finest, and we give honest movie reviews and premium movie recommendations. I'm your favorite host. Welcome to Movies with Rashida. Our first movie for the day. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Unusual Arrangements by Etinosa. Number one finest, Edo Pikin. So yes, when I saw this movie, I was just so eager to share my reviews. Shout out to Etinosa, shout out to the cast and crews of Unusual Arrangement. It was really, really, really interesting. I loved the movie. This movie is more like, societal norms. I like the way the movie started with an epilogue from her on, what my mother said a good wife should be, but there was nothing about a good husband, and I like the fact that she didn't channel the regular ending for our movies, where after a series of cheating, and embarrassment, disrespect, and everything, they still come back and say, oh, the happy home. This movie, shout out to Etinosa. Double shout out to Etinosa. Edo Pikin. You do this movie well. You do them well. I loved it. Okay, just summary like I always share. I'm going to talk about the character. I'm going to talk about the movie setting, the theme, and just the general message the movie is trying to pass across, from my perspective and my review. So yeah, this movie basically talks about how society expects so much from a wife. You're expected to be a good mother, you're expected to be a good wife, you're expected to cook, you're expected to clean, you're expected to just be there always. And these sort of things take a toll on its own because you literally have like zero time to be yourself, to be your own person. You have zero time to do that. But society expects so much of you. And but when you do all of this, yourself, there's every tendency that you're going to lose yourself. So big love. If you're a fan of love like me, you will love it. Anyway, I'm blushing about this movie. This movie portrayed love at its finest. It means that true love has no boundaries. True and genuine love, because the love happening in Lagos, I really don't know. But true and genuine love has no boundaries. It has no limit. A man willing to lie to his family, not just to willing, he did lie to his family that he fathered a child while in school. He abandoned the lady, but now he's back, to the child's life, and he wants to marry the lady, and his family willingly accepting her as well. It gives you this thrill of having a loving family. See, forget what social media is saying these days. We cannot overemphasize the importance of a family, a loving family. Shout out to the producer, shout out to the director, shout out to Bimbo Ademoye, shout out to Timini Egbuson, shout out to all of them, all the actors and Kalu Kago, Shafi Bello, just to name a few. I saw Sheyi at his finest in this movie. From the cast and crew to the props, the makeup, everything was on point. Auntie Shafi Bello really, really portrayed that sweet auntie from the mommy side. That's always going to have your back, no matter what. I'm very dramatic as well. In my old age, I actually see myself being Auntie Shafi Bello. But, she played her character really well. And special out to Adil's mom. She also ate her role. She was like a typical Nigerian mother. There was a part where she said, don't you talk to my husband like that. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, we can. When you and your husband can have issues, but when I try to disrespect your husband, I become the common enemy. But I like it. I like the fact that was rooted in respect, was rooted in love, was rooted in unity. Even when LD, who of course was Judas of this movie, even when he came around and tried to, bring up issues and just, turn around the love they have for each other, they were still together. They held it down. So yeah, major shout out to everyone who played their part in this movie. And just double twally for Bimbo Ademoye and Timini. I love the way Timini loves in movie. He makes you love. When he's not playing the typical bad boy, but when he plays the lover man, he does it well. And Bimbo always eats any role she's given. So yeah, if you haven't seen Big Love, please do. This is not a sponsored post or a paid ad. This is just me giving you a honest review. If you're a fan of love, you love love, see Big Love. Okay, so just before I wrap up on Big Love, my favorite scene was when dinner, had to get everyone in the family, including the father, to get a deal to ask her out again, to marry him again, after the whole brouhaha that came with LD being the biological father of Jaden, and it wasn't even about him being the biological father that was the problem. It was the fact that the way he announced it. I mean, it was Adil's mom's party, your auntie's party, for crying out loud. But no matter reservations, no matter what reservations you have, no matter what hatred you have, you wouldn't even want to be the one who disrupts your auntie, your favorite auntie's birthday at that your birthday party. So yeah, that was my favorite scene of the movie.
Thank you. Leave a comment below.